What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. So real quick, if you've been here before, thanks for tuning in to another video, and if you're new, please get down there and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. So today we're going to be doing a lot of stuff here on the blue GC because I've been wanting to drive it more, and there's just a bunch of little things that bug me, and it makes me not want to ride it. So we're going to go ahead and fix all those things today and take it out for a spin. So a couple of interior things. I got this new door sill. I have new window switch covers, I guess. I have a new, I guess this is like a window molding for the passenger rear. And we got a striker so we can have a trunk light now. And we just got a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff here that we can throw on and make everything fit better. So for the inside, the door sill, I got it because, well, for one, I'm missing all of these things, and the body shop actually put a screw on it to hold it down when it was getting painted. So I got a new one of these. The switches, so these used to be tan and I just painted them black because my other ones broke, but as you can see, they're loose. So we got some new ones of those which will match, you know, everything else because they won't be, you know, too black. So yeah, we got that. Like I said, new striker for the back so we can have a trunk light. And then over here, this piece right here is always loose and it bugs me because it never lines up, and you can probably, yep, you can pop it off like that, which you shouldn't be able to. So we got a new one of those as well. Another thing we got is a plug for this hole in the firewall right there. Hopefully it takes away some of the road noise. So aside from cleaning it and then doing all of that, that's basically it for the interior. Now for the exterior, we have new headlight connectors here. So these are ceramic, so they won't melt like the original one. So we're going to be installing these using these butt connectors that have, basically you don't crimp them, they have solder in them. So they're basically like soldering new wires on there. I picked this wheel lock set up off of the Facebook Marketplace for 10 bucks, so I'm gonna be throwing these on just to, you know, to have more security basically. And last but not least, we are going to throw on a new brake light bulb because every time I get spotted on the street, people are always telling me, hey, you have a brake light out, hey, you have a brake light out. I'm like, I know, but I barely drive this car, so it's been out for like over a year, but since I rarely drive it, I just don't even bother. And then last but not least, we are going to clean this thing because as you can see, it is filthy and we want to look clean when we take it out for a spin. So we're going to be doing things a little backwards today. I'm going to start with the easy stuff, which is, you know, taking all the trash out of the car, and then I'm going to do all the plastics and the wheel locks, and then we'll save the more involved things for last, which, I mean, really it's only one. It's replacing the little headlight plugs. So we're gonna save that for last, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse, hear some music, now let's get to work. Alright guys, so as you can see, the trunk is now free of any trash. We have this license plate bracket that we have to weld on this car, and then the stuff we're going to put on in there, and then on the inside, like I said, we are clean, free of trash. So the only thing in here is that mask, which is necessary on these times. So I'm going to go ahead and put the car out here to work on it a little more comfortably so the breeze can hit me and everything. So we're gonna do that, and then we are gonna get started on the trunk. We're gonna throw in the trunk light and the striker as well as the tail light, and we will be done back there, and then we'll move to the inside of the car, and then we'll move to the front of the car. What'd you say?
I said that's a big crazy car.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so we have the car outside. Like I said, it is dirty, but we're gonna go ahead and get started on the back. Alright guys, so I got the brake light in. I had Melanie, my trusty helper, come press the brake pedal so I can make sure, so that's good. And I installed the striker as well as the light under there, as you can see. It's super easy. If you have an RS, you have the plug for it already, so you just have to plug it in. And basically what it does is right now it's open, so the light is on. And so when the trunk is closed, it pushes this down. So you press it down, light goes off. You press it off, light goes on because the trunk is open. So it's pretty simple. It's a little finicky right now. I just lubed it up, so hopefully it works. Let's see. Yeah, so hopefully that works. We know it turns off now when I close the trunk. And if it doesn't illuminate when I open it, I'll just press on this and it should be good to go. In the future, I think I might put a bigger and brighter LED in there just to illuminate the whole trunk. But for now, that'll do and I'm happy with it. So now that the trunk is done, we're gonna move on to the inside. We're gonna do the switches. And one thing I forgot to mention was I wanna put a new one of these on, which I have. And I don't know if I have to replace these or not. I don't think so actually. I just have to add some, which I also got at the junkyard, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And this should be back up and we should be able to open and close the door no problem after that. So weird how these plugs are Nissan. Alright guys, I am happy to announce that this looks like the other factory black, not like this one, and it's not loose now. It's in there so I can use it whenever I want. So now let's get started on replacing this door sill here, and then we will throw on the wheel locks, and then we'll work on the window molding in the back over there. Let's go ahead and try to do one of these snapperoos. So ready? Let's see. Where is a good picture? Right here, right? Ready? 1, 2. There we go. So it's all on there now. No more holes here. We got all the factory plugs. No more screw here. It's nice and tight, so we got that taken care of. Now this can go in the trash. So now that that's taken care of, we can go ahead and start the car and lower the window. Now we can go ahead and start working on the molding over there. Doing these small mods is so rewarding. So now it lines up. I mean, this is whatever, this is just the top part, so I'm not worried about that. I was worried about the top or the bottom part lifting all the time, but it's good to go now. The only thing I noticed while I was working on the car is that it needs this. Is it this one? Yeah, so this one is pretty loose here because the plastic broke in there, so I'm gonna have to probably go back and find another one of these, but that should be another easy fix. Let's get these wheel locks thrown on. Alright, so now I have basically two forms of wheel lugs, because these are the tuner lugs that bring a special key, and then this also brings a special key, so I need two to take my wheels off. The car is garage kept, so I don't have any fear of getting my wheels stolen or anything, but I just like factory options. Alright guys, so Melanie wanted to show you guys something. She says she wanted to show you guys that she can ride her crazy cart in the grass. Alright, let's see it. She's amazed that the crazy cart rides on grass as well, so she wanted me to stop the video to show you guys, so there you have it. So when I was putting the wheel locks away, I noticed that I haven't put my stickers on. So if you watched the video where we were getting the Jeep ready to go on the road trip, I told you guys that I suck at putting these stickers on, and as you can see, I have one from this year and have one from next year. So my front tags expired last year in February, so beginning of last year, and the rear ones expired in the beginning of this year. So like I said, I rarely drive the car, but I think since I'm doing all this work right now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw both the new stickers on, and that way I don't fear every time I see a cop that they might pull me over. So I got the stickers on. As you can see, the paint started fading here. So next year I think I'm just gonna order new tags with it. As you can see as well, it's not bolted down. So I have these on with 3M tape. The bracket you saw in the trunk needs to go welded on the car because this is a JDM bumper. So I need to get that welded on so I can use the tags. But for now, it's holding, so we'll get into that later down the road. Alright, so now that we got all that small stuff taken care of, we're gonna get started on doing the headlight connectors here. So the reason why I'm doing the headlight connectors is on my passenger side, the headlight likes to not go out but lose connection. So like at night, randomly I'll start the car and the right light won't illuminate, so I have to pop the hood and move the connector around till I can get it to illuminate, and then I'm good to go. And sometimes like halfway down the road it'll come loose again and it won't illuminate, so it's kind of annoying. So my boy Daniel told me about these ceramic plugs. I got them for about $7 off Amazon. I'll try to find the link to them because I ordered them a while ago, and I'll try to put it in the description so you guys can go ahead and get them, because these factory plugs are made out of plastic and they always melt. So that's the problem I'm having. Mine is actually melted, and I'll go ahead and show you in a little bit. So these are ceramic, as you can see. so these will not melt. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a head strap on and we'll get started, and that way you guys can see the process and do it on your cars as well. All right, here we go. So as you can see, the plug is melted right there. See if you can catch it right there. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the wires on it, put the new ones on, new connector, and we should be good to go. Yeah. I'm gonna start with the white wire. Pull this off. Twist it. This is actually really long. I don't know if that's as long as I want it, but we're gonna go ahead and cut some of it off. It's a little too long. So anyways, the white wire is the wire that goes on top. So I have to come in here and open this up. So the wire that goes to the top would have to be this one, and that's the yellow with blue. So we'll connect those two. Just try a blue one. See how this goes. See right there? If that solders on there, that'll be perfect. Alright, so that looks pretty good, and it's supposed to be waterproof, so I think that should hold. So where is our connector? So if we're looking at it like this and we want to do the black one, it is the left one. So it's the blue and white. So blue and white goes with this black one. And we're gonna do the same and just cut a little bit so that they can all be even. And that's basically it. Go ahead and plug it in. Super tight connection. Oh yeah. Got the wires on. Let's try it on. On and on. Nice. All right. So we just need to do the same to this side and we're good to go. Alright guys, so as you can see, both connectors are on there. The install is really simple. You really only need 3 tools. I was using a torch, but don't use a torch. You have to use basically a heat gun, and this is my Power Pro butane soldering kit. This has a flameless tip to it, so I can use this as a heat gun. So that's what I used. You just need a pair of diagonal cutters to cut the wires and some strippers. These are very easy to use. You literally just feed the wire in there and then just pull the trigger and it does all the work for you. So definitely recommend these. They're so useful. The whole like having solder in the middle and it melts, basically making it a solder connection, not just, you know, butt connectors. It really helps. So now I'm gonna get washing this girl and we will take her out on a test drive. Okay guys, wow. So I wash this car so rarely that it amazes me every time I wash it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it on a NOS run down the street to the local 7-Eleven, but I will see you guys in the next video because that is it for this one. If you'd like to, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. As always, keep moving forward and stay on the gas.